Good morning, everybody. On behalf of the City of Cleveland Division of EMS, we want to welcome you. My name is Nick Sayre. I'm the Commander of Education and Training. I'll be serving as your Master of Ceremonies today for the graduation. Thank you for joining us while we celebrate the graduation of Cadet Class 2025-03. I know it sounds odd saying 2025 when we're in 2026, but that's when everyone started their employment with the City of Cleveland. Before we get started, just go over a few housekeeping items. If you have cell phones, please put them on silent or turn them off. Restrooms, if you don't already know or if you need to use them at any point in time, they're right out those doors to the right and around the corner. If there's an emergency, that is also the exit, is to the back and then to the right. Take as many photos as you would like. I just ask that you be aware of everyone around you who's also trying to take photos of their loved ones and the people they came here to support today. All right, thank you. And at this time, we're going to begin our ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Cleveland EMS Cadet Class of 2025-03. If you're able to do so, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Cleveland EMS Honor Guard.
Pull. Left face. Present. Colors.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Today's ceremony marks an important milestone, not only for the cadets, but their families, their loved ones, and the city of Cleveland. This class has completed the requirements for the Cleveland EMS Cadet Academy. We are proud to recognize their dedication, their discipline, and their commitment to service. The individuals here before you are certified in over 5 different disciplines, not including their state paramedic card, and completed 10 weeks of training, included hundreds of hours of classroom work, dozens of skills competencies, continual physical training, and continued ride time for real-world experience with patients to refine their work process and enable them to complete everything that they need to treat the patients in their greatest time of need. At this time, we are honored and welcome to hear the remarks of City Leadership, Safety Director Drummond.
Good morning. Come on, we can do a little bit better than that. This is a great occasion. Good morning. Thank you for being here today. We are proud to welcome our cadets, along with their families, friends, and loved ones, as we celebrate our newest EMS cadets, or graduates, I'm sorry. I want to begin by thanking the City Administration, Mayor Bibb, who couldn't be here today, City Council President Blaine Griffin, for their continued commitment to strengthening EMS services in the City of Cleveland. Your support makes moments like this possible. On behalf of the Department of Public Safety, I would like to thank each graduate for the dedication, sacrifice, and perseverance you have shown in service to this great city, to the Division of EMS, and most importantly, to the communities that depend on you in their most critical moments. I would also like to recognize Commissioner Wheeler, his command staff, and the instructors who prepared the first responders we honor here today. Over the past several months, you've trained these graduates to deliver high-quality, life-saving pre-hospital care. But as every first responder knows, learning does not end at graduation. It continues with every call, every patient, and every shift. Your greatest teachers will be the people you serve. You will meet Clevelanders on some of the hardest days of their lives. You will be the first calm voice in chaos, the steady presence in fear, and at times, and this is really important at times, the last face someone sees. Your compassion, professionalism, and empathy will be just as critical as your clinical skills. Remember, you're not doing this alone in this journey. Today, you officially join a strong, dedicated team, a division that will be fully staffed, hopefully, by the end of this year. This team will support you, challenge you, and stand beside you when the work gets really tough. Lean on each other, just as your fellow responders will lean on you. And to the families, friends, and loved ones here today, please know how deeply grateful we are for your support. Let's give them a round of applause. Your encouragement and sacrifice have helped make this achievement possible. Graduates, this is your moment. The city is counting on you. We are proud to welcome you into this profession. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing to serve this wonderful and great city. Please stand for the oath of office. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio, the charter and ordinances of the city of Cleveland, obey the rules and regulations and the orders of the Division of EMS, and will discharge the duties of my office with professionalism and character to the best of my knowledge and ability, providing quality care to all those in need. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you for those remarks, Director Drummond. Now I will call up Commissioner of EMS, Commissioner Orlando Wheeler.
Good morning, everyone. All right. Sounds like everyone needs some coffee. Well, I want to congratulate these 25 wonderful cadets that I have tormented since day one. And they won't admit to it, but I have. I've told them my pitfalls in my career and my successes. But today marks a transition from preparation to responsibility, from the classroom to the ambulance, to the unpredictable reality of the field. You graduate not just as paramedics, but as professionals, trusted with life's most fragile resource, and that's life itself. This moment celebrates your success, but it also acknowledges discipline, discomfort, and persistence that you carried to get to this point. I've always said that failure is your inability to adapt. But in paramedicine, failure rarely looks like that dramatic mistake that you say, oops, did I really just do that? It more often appears as rigidity and clinging to one plan when a patient or your environment is rapidly changing. These situations challenge you the most, and it calls for you to change the script on the fly. That's part of adaptability. Protocols are here to guide you, but it does not take the place of common sense and good judgment. Your sound judgment will guide you through your entire career and have the citizens and your partners trust you beyond belief. Every patient or problem that you have is an exercise in your ability to operate under pressure. When the airway fails, when access is impossible to get, when the scene is unsafe and chaotic, success depends on your ability to adapt your thinking in real time. Growth in your profession comes from reviewing your calls honestly and accepting feedback, whether it's good or bad, and refining how you think and not protecting your egos. Failure is not being wrong, but failure is refusing to learn from those mistakes. Sacrifice is the price of wanting more. You did not arrive here by accident. You sacrificed time, sleep, comfort, and certainly you missed time with your families and friends that you will never be able to get back. But what you do have is a sense of pride and commitment in your ability to do something that most people wish they could, and that's make a difference in everyone's lives that you touch. If you want to be competent, you have to remember you have to sacrifice convenience to train. If you want to be respected, you have to sacrifice shortcuts for your integrity. If you want to be exceptional, you have to sacrifice complacency in your everyday life. This career will ask you to sacrifice time and time again on holidays when friends and family are having a great time and you wish you could be there, but you're called to provide care for those who are in need. And that is the most precious and most respected. Your family will miss you, and they might even complain, but what you won't see is the fact that they brag about what you're doing because you're not there. So you should hold that with the highest sense of pride and dignity and not give your family a hard time when they give you those complaints. I still get them to this day, and my children are grown, and they still complain about me not being there or me not being where they want me to be at certain events for other family members. But I'm here with you, and I'm here to provide a valuable service to the citizens and the visitors here in the city of Cleveland. Now the responsibility that you carry from today forward, your decision shapes outcomes not only for yourself, but for the people that you touch. You will meet people on the worst days of their lives, and it's up to you to change that. They will never remember anything other than your face, how you treated them, how you treated their family members. They might not even remember the outcome unless it was something dramatic, but they will always remember that encounter with you and how you treated them and how you carried yourself. So what I ask you, and I spoke to you about this the other day in class, I want you to always lead with dignity and respect, because everyone deserves that, no matter what their background is. So in closing, this graduation is proof that you finished training with Cleveland EMS, but what you didn't do is finish your journey of lifelong learning. And this is something that I want you to always remember, that learning doesn't stop because you graduate. And anytime you stop taking criticism, when you stop trying to learn, you will always fail. And as I always say, failure is not an option. It's something that I will never stand for. It's something that the city of Cleveland will not stand for. And it's something that your family and the residents here in the city of Cleveland deserve. They deserve your commitment, your loyalty, your respect, and your dignity. So again, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for giving us the most precious gift that you all have, and that's your family. And these 25 individuals have showed me a lot from day one to now. So you should be proud of them and give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Wheeler. Please welcome to the stage City Council, Cleveland City Council President Griffin for some remarks.
Thank you. Good morning. On behalf of Cleveland City Council, it's an honor and a privilege to be here today to welcome this new class of 25 cadets to the city of Cleveland. I first want to say thank you to your families. Being a public servant is not easy. This job will often require you to be out of your comfort zone. This job will oftentimes push you to the point of exhaustion. But at the end of the day, when you sign up to be a public servant, there is no bigger reward than to be able to serve your fellow man or woman. The City Council considers the EMS a vital service to our citizens and residents. I often tell people, when we had to put a tax increase on the ballot in 2018 or so, the number one thing that this city of Cleveland said that they wanted was good, high-quality EMS. This organization also just celebrated 50 years. So you are now following a rich tradition of service and guidance to our community that none of us will be immune from. There will be people in this city that may not interact with a police officer. There may be people in this city that may not interact with a firefighter. But there will be a tremendous amount of people in this city that will see your face. So I ask you to always show professionalism and courtesy and just care for the residents that we're serving. And I know that you have that in you already, because you wouldn't have taken this job and your families would not have given you the support if you did not have that caring heart that this city of Cleveland needs. Once again, on behalf of myself, Blaine Griffin, as well as the entire Cleveland City Council, you have our utmost gratitude and welcome to the city of Cleveland. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Council President. Now I call to the stage City Council Public Safety Chair, Councilman Polenzek.
Good morning to the safety director, to the commissioner, to the medical advisor, to the command staff of EMS, and to the care union and all of the graduates. You know, I've been coming to these events for as long as I can remember, and I don't ever recall 25 laterals. Never, ever. This is the first that it's ever happened within the division of EMS. And so I sit there and I'm talking to our medical director and to the commissioner briefly. What has transpired within the division? That now we're an attraction. Now people want to join us. Now people want to become a part of our great division of EMS. So I'm very proud to stand here today knowing that 25 of you came from other places and decided to join our division of EMS. Some of you are aware, some of you are not. I know the council president, and I want to thank the council president for the support that he's given the safety committee, because we have taken a very hard line on EMS. We want to have the best EMS division, best EMS operation in the state of Ohio. That's our position at City Council. And so again, some of you might be aware, some of you might not. It was City Council 50 years ago that created the division of EMS that worked then with the administration, but we, City Council, the members at that time, led the way to create this division because we realized there was a major gap in health care and emergency response in the city of Cleveland. So we're very proud of the fact that we have now one of the best EMS operations in the state of Ohio, maybe in the country. So, and the other thing I wanted to say to you, and to all present EMS employees as well, and the command staff of EMS, when we look at the numbers of fatalities in the city, especially, unfortunately, where there's violent crime, that number has dropped over the years. And why it has dropped, it's my own personal opinion, because of EMS. Because of the care and the response that you've provided to individuals, whether it be because of violence or accidents or whatever the case may be. It's because of what you've done. You've reduced the number of fatalities in the city of Cleveland. Nobody talks about that, but we all need to talk about it. And I want to say thank you again to the existing members of EMS and the care union, but to the new graduates coming on board. You're going to join an outstanding organization. You have a great commissioner. I say that all the time. Commissioner Wheeler is doing a great job for our EMS division for the city of Cleveland. And you have a safety director that is committed to making sure that EMS is properly run. And we're going to make sure in City Council, because the council president talks to me about this all the time, we're going to make sure that EMS is properly funded, whether it be with the equipment, the trucks, you name it, we're going to make sure that EMS is properly equipped and funded, because that's how strongly we feel about it. So to the 25 of you that are graduating today, I want to say thank you. To the families that are here, again, thank you, because as the council president and others, commissioner indicated, sometimes it's going to be rough days, very rough days, rough times. When you come home, you might not be in the greatest mindset, but at the end of the day, you know you did your job. That's what you're here for. So I want to say again, each and every one of you, congratulations, and thank you for joining our family. We are a family at Cleveland City Government. You've joined our family today. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Polenzek. Now I'd like to call up Dr. Thomas Collins, Medical Director. Sorry, former Medical Director who served for over 25 years.
Thanks. Cadets, nice to meet you. It's weird for me to be in front of you without having the opportunity to teach you during your cadet program. But I just want to personally, on behalf of Dr. Jeremiah Escajeda, your medical director, welcome you to the medical community. EMS is a practice of medicine. I know we don't have you quite at the doctor's salaries yet, but what you do day in and day out is practice medicine. You're caring for the citizens, the visitors of Cleveland, and I hope you know and hope you have seen when you're doing your clinical time through the academy that when you bring patients into the local emergency departments, there's a level of confidence that the doctors and nurses have when they see that Cleveland EMS is bringing in that patient. I know it can be chaotic during that turnover of patient care, especially with the critical patients, but we have tremendous comfort in knowing that you cared for the patients before they got into our beds in the ER. So on behalf of myself personally, of all the physicians and nurses in every emergency department in Cleveland, we are so grateful that you've taken on this challenge. I know what you will be doing, what you've done in the past is hard work, but it's phenomenal how you do this at such a professional level. You will take tremendously complex things and do them in a way that makes it look easy. And that's the true testimony to what a professional is. One of the things I'm most proud of in this division, besides all the wonderful technical medical care they provide, is the culture of kindness that I've seen day in, day out, decade in, decade out. It's a way of how we approach our patients, no matter how kind or unkind they're treating us. We show kindness, we show love, and that coupled with outstanding medical care helps their healing, helps their families. We are so lucky to have all of you here. For 25 years, I've been sharing one of my favorite quotes from Dr. Jonas Salk, who invented the polio vaccine. That quote is, "The greatest reward for doing is the opportunity to do more." Day in and day out, the people of Cleveland will be calling, asking you to do more. And I hope you recognize, even though it's work, that there is pride and reward you should feel in the fact that this community puts so much trust and so much faith in you. To the families, thank you so much for creating young men and women that want to help serve others and do it in such a difficult way. For all of you, I'm sure there may be family members that can't be here. Please know, I am sure that they are phenomenally proud of the steps you're taking today and phenomenally proud of everything you'll do throughout your career. So welcome to the medical community in Cleveland. I'm super excited. When you see me in the emergency department over at Metro, please pull me aside when we're done with transfer care and introduce yourself to me again so I can get to know you a little better. Welcome to Cleveland EMS.
Thank you, Dr. Collins. So the next part of this graduation, each of the cadets will be called up individually to receive their certificates. Family members, we do have a photographer here, but this is where you are more than welcome to take pictures and encourage your loved ones. We just ask that you be mindful of the next cadet being called up to receive their certificates. Presenting certificates will be their academy sergeants, Sergeant Anthony McGaw and Sergeant Kim Florchek. We can have a procession.
Class, please stand. Kareem Abuhana. Merched Abuzaria. Dawson Bell. Aisha Benson. Alex Bitson. Abigail Bruce. Chelsea Caggiano. Amber Cathcart. Jack Cotton. Kevin DeWorth. Bryce Hayden. Danny Haynes. Samantha Hurd. Michael Kinski. Taylor Kirby. India Lawson. Antonio Leitner. Thomas Markwitz. John McCullough. Megan Mormon. Josh Pickner. Abigail Prophet. Hope Sawyer. Christina Tarantino. And Stephen Wilk. All right, please have a seat. I am Sergeant Anthony McGaw, one of the Cleveland EMS Training Academy sergeants who had a hand in this training process. It's taken a lot to get here. Paramedics, formerly known as cadets, have been pushed to the edges of their skills, learning capacities, and physical fitness abilities. Some came from different agencies with established careers. Some came from no experience at all. All of them realized that this training academy is different and offered an enriched perspective of pre-hospital care for this community. You may have noticed them come home frustrated, worried, and physically exhausted from the tight regimen we put them through. We noticed a group of people determined to succeed regardless of the task. Not one of them quit. Not one of them bailed out. Not one of them showed signs of regret for choosing Cleveland EMS. There are people who want the goal, the polished result, until they look at the path to the goal. This group looked at the path, tightened their boots, and charged to the goal. For that, I say to the graduating class, you have every right to be proud of what you have accomplished. For that, you have every reason to be confident in your ability to provide stellar pre-hospital care in a very dynamic setting. This training department collectively has watched your growth. Know that we as a training staff proudly pass the torch and embrace you as our EMS brothers and sisters. And now a word from our class president.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you all for being here this morning. It's an honor to be selected to speak on behalf of my peers, and I know I speak for all of us when I say that the support of everyone in this room, on the stage and off of it, has been so important and has not gone unknown or unnoticed or unappreciated. For the past 2 months, I've reminded myself that I can do anything for 10 weeks. After 4 weeks of Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. classroom sessions that ended after the sun had already set, I became less and less certain of this fact. And that was despite the many intelligent guests that we were fortunate enough to have come share their knowledge with us through lecture, and the time we have had the pleasure of spending with, being trained by, and making space for our incredible lead instructors that made it all happen, Sergeant McGaw and Sergeant Floracek. After ride time started, although I was thrilled to be back in the field doing what I love, interacting with patients and getting the opportunity to meet and learn from some of the amazing FTOs, I would find myself looking forward to the next day. I'd be reading protocol with one of our sergeants or doing burpees with the 24 lovely former cadets behind me. As the program comes to an end and we prepare to begin our careers as functioning medics for the city of Cleveland, I know I speak for the whole class when I say thank you to everyone who has been involved in our training and welcomed us with open arms to the team. We know this is a new and exciting time for Cleveland EMS, and that a lot of incredible strides in patient care have been made, with many more on the horizon. We are all very grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this institution and excited to be able to participate in the growth and development happening here. To my fellow cadets, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the endless probing hypothetical questions that would start somewhere near the topic of the lecture and end in a different world entirely. Thank you to those that needed to put the time and effort into figuring out how to properly iron a shirt, for mastering the craft and making our mornings a little easier. Thank you to our door watchers, who would call the class to attention when necessary, at least most of the time. But most importantly, thank you all for your eagerness to help and to learn, and for the laughter and camaraderie shared in the classroom and in the elevator that some of us ended up stuck in. It has been such a pleasure to get to know you. And to the surprisingly large number of you that I already knew, it has been a pleasure to get to know you better. I look forward to seeing you in the streets, and I wish you all the best of luck in your careers. As we have been told, once released, we all become extensions of everyone who has been involved in our training. I know that every single one of us want nothing more than to make the time and effort that has been put into our success by so many people worth it, and do our best to make them all proud. Here's our chance to do exactly that. Thank you all again, and good luck.
So for closing remarks, please bow your head. Heavenly Father, surround those who are graduating with your grace. Bless them with hope so that they may move into the future with eager and open hearts. Help them put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education for the good of all mankind. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with their lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise. Amen.
On behalf of the City of Cleveland and the Division of EMS, I'd like to congratulate the Cadet Class 2025-03. Thank you for our City of Cleveland leadership for being here, City Council for always supporting us, Medical Director for paving the way for the protocols and how we treat. Appreciate that, Dr. Collins. Our Academy staff that have spent countless hours before and after training every one of you, setting up tutor sessions and trying to figure out what you guys need so that you guys can be prepared and provide the best possible care you can to the patients of the City of Cleveland. Thank you to the command staff and everyone that showed up. This concludes our ceremony. Please feel free to take pictures with your family. Come up on stage, shake them with the flags, and you guys can take pictures of the ceremony as far as the pinning goes. And if you'd like, we're going to have refreshments and snacks back at Cleveland EMS headquarters at 1701 Lakeside. And you can see where your family members and loved ones have spent the last 10 weeks. Thank you very much for coming.